There are a few things that I really want to talk about when it comes to gifts, what we've been given in the genetic lottery, or maybe what's just given to us in general. There are specific things that I think about. Mainly, one of my biggest insecurities: height. You see, I'm Filipino. Filipinos top 7 of the shortest males in the world. Shortest people in the world. Man, 5'4" being the average. I'm 5'6", you see. Sometimes I think to myself that I'm already above average for a Filipino, but why is it not enough? Of course, we all strive to be perfect. That's we are as humans. We're greedy. We want more. We always want more. But sometimes it just makes me cry sometimes. I acknowledge that it is an unhealthy obsession over something that is hard to acquire. I genuinely consider surgery. It's hard to accept a few things, really, generally speaking. There are a lot of things that are just hard to accept. I mean, yeah, you can get a very special name like I did, being the only person in the world to have this name. Sometimes we just want more. Of course, we can't really trade specific things for, you can't really make it work out for you exactly. You just need to make do with what you have. But is it ever really enough? And a thought that because of our human greed, even no amount of freedom will ever be enough. Survival should be enough. I should be content with the fact that I'm already above average for as a Filipino. I know that there are a lot of Filipinos out there that are shorter than me, but it's just a thought. The global average for males 5'7" to 5'8". I really feel feelings can be worthless. I'm trying to debate with myself that I should be content. I should be content. Yeah, sure, I didn't get the voice of a singer, but I got a lot of genetic gifts as well. Yeah, sure. Asian, of course. Short and small genitalia. But it's just hard to accept sometimes. Acceptance is truly the key to being content. Damn the rain. Acceptance truly is the key to be content. It's just sometimes hard to be content. I need to accept things. Maybe I'm creating this video in order to call out for help. Maybe. When I create these videos, I'm mainly considering the fact that maybe letting out my thoughts will be better. But sometimes it's not gonna be too good. You're not always gonna receive the help you want, of course. Life isn't just this easy way of going through life. You have to go through challenges. A lot. One of the biggest challenges you would have to face: acceptance. Now, why acceptance? Why does it have to be that some people, well, we are not created equally. Yeah, to God or to death, we are equal. We're all one bullet away at the head. At a specific part, maybe. All right, don't become some sort of scientist on my comment section or being at a video saying out loud that, oh yeah, there's a specific part. If you if a bullet goes through your head, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're dead. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is we are all equal in one stab, one good stab, or one good bullet. We're all dead. We're all equal in that sense. But in everything else, no, we're not. Some are born with more brain capacity or so. Some are born taller. Some are born shorter. Some just seeing the spectrum just makes me think to myself that it's very unfair. I remember talking to this lady that thinks I'm short, which is true. But but the thing is, I'm Filipino. What how much do you want from me exactly? That's what I thought to myself. How much do you want from me? Whatever is enough. When you ask it to yourself, it's you don't really know. When you ask someone else, it's something that comes to your mind. What is enough for you? She wants someone at around 5'9". Damn. That's 5 inches off of. That's like 9. That's like 5. Man, what did I say? What? That's. Wait, that was basic math. I was saying the wrong number. Trust me, I was saying the wrong number. I was trying to say 5. That's like 5 inches off of the average of Filipino males sometimes. Yeah. I'm only above average. But I'm complaining. I'm complaining about something. I really hate that I'm complaining. I really want to do surgery. I truly am. I know the risk. There's a chance that I'll end up in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. There's a chance that I'll get nerve damage. Also a chance that my legs will be uneven. What stops a desperate man? Exactly. When I get desperate, how when I get desperate, what kind of consequences am I willing to pay? What kind of risk am I willing to take? Life is unfair. We all knew that from the start. I'm not saying this for me. I'm considering that if even someone that's above average for a Filipino isn't enough, what about those that are shorter than me? I feel bad for men sometimes. Of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that men that women also don't have standards that are just hard to reach. Of course, men as well. It's an unspoken rule between men. Height is something. It's something special to us. You can go ahead and insult me about height and so on. I want to take it in a painful manner. I want to be able to take in the pain. I want to move on. Unless, if I don't, I will actually go on with that surgery. What's wrong with me? Whatever. I already know that my height is enough for someone, for a lot of people, for a lot of Filipinas. My height is already enough. But why am I so bothered about one person's comment? About one person's thoughts? That's the average performative male, of course. We all want to be perfect. I can't entertain everyone. That's what I should acknowledge. This video, whenever I make videos, it's more on about reflection. Unlike before, my first few videos, I prepared for a bit, but I didn't prepare. Like I said at the video before, I'm creating these videos in order to be better at communication, English communication, impromptu. But reflection really just makes me better at thinking. So, forgive me for making you listen to all this shit. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright if you're mad. It's totally understandable. Wasting your time. I'm even thinking that no one deserves to lose such precious time just because they're about to hear someone else's rant. Maybe it brings perspective. Maybe it brings you insight. Maybe it helps you out in reflecting upon specific topics. There's a reason why I clicked this video. Because I'm guessing that the title would be something like how it is to be short, something like that. There are just things that are hard, you know. But acceptance is the ultimate thing that will get us through. Watching this video, no, I take it back. It is actually good to watch such video like this, even though it only brings you only hear someone talking about their experiences and all. It gives me it gives me an idea that you can learn from almost everything as long as you think about it in a specific light. Everything. You can find a specific light in everything. You can learn something from everything. You just have to think in a specific manner. I hope my son, whoever my son will be, I hope he becomes taller than me. At least, 5'8". I want him to be at least 5'8". That would be enough for me. Maybe it wouldn't be enough for him, but I'd be happy.